Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today there's no first shots in the video because we're going to make some cutesy little Christmassy snowflakey press-on nails. So we've got a white, we've got a nude, we've got a food coma today, and we also picked out like a burgundy. I'm trying to go with the theme of what all the colours are currently, trending and everything like that. And this sort of colour is supposed to be the colour of this winter, although I know it's not quite that colour, but it's close enough. So right now I've already kind of sized up my nails, and we're going to start working on the base colour, and then we'll start working on the nail art. So we're going in with the beautiful pinky colour, very dark and very Christmassy. I really like this colour. It's kind of like my go-to for every Christmas, so that's probably why I actually picked it out. I was having fluffs in there, which is so frustrating, but I'm going to apply it on the thumb and also the pinky. Then the middle three are going to have food coma all over it. And then that will go into the lamp for a cure. Then off camera real quick, I'll do another layer and then we can crack on with the nail art. Today, it's a very cutesy, simplistic looking-ish press-on nail set. You all know I love wild sets, so keeping it super simple is really hard for me. There's no crystals involved in today's set, which might be actually up quite a lot of your alleys. I know it's not always for everyone doing crystals on nails because I know it can get caught and it's always not the most comfortable. I even recently wore some press on nails with some crystals on it. It was okay, but it definitely kind of, caught on things and I scratched myself sometimes. So, there's pluses and minuses of it all. But today I wanted to go simple and a bit more, I guess, user-friendly. So once you've got 2 layers of everything applied, we are going to do 3 French tips, guys. So those middle nails, those 3 middle ones, they are all going to have a French tip. I think I include the whole footage of that just because I felt like since we're doing a simple set today, I wanted to show you very calmly and peacefully how I do every step. Most of the time my videos are quite sped up and I talk really fast. I'm talking really fast now anyways, but that's just me. And I kind of wanted to take a little bit slower today with the footage and just show you how I do it. Nothing, I'm sure the footage is sped up ever so slightly, but nothing as crazy as I usually have it. So I usually kind of draw out a line in the center and then with one clean brush stroke, I do the one side and then I flip the nail and continue doing the other, and then that creates my smile line. If there's anything on there that I'm not liking, like on this one, I will use my brush with some clean strokes, just like really quick ones. I try to perfect it. If I ever go too much, then I will just wipe away and try it again, or just wipe the corner off that I messed up and I'll try again in that corner, and then until I basically get it right. This is a method that I've just perfected. I do obviously lots of French tips all the time, so this is what works best for me. As you can see, I am helping myself a little bit with my other hand. The one that's holding the nail, I'm actually twisting the nail as I'm drawing the curved smile line, so bear that in mind when if you are going to try and recreate my little method there. But there are lots of other methods out there on how to do it. Mine's probably a bit more of like a pro version, but there are lots of other ones, and I started off at the rock bottom too, guys. I did not know how to do a French tip, definitely not in a one stroke method either, so it definitely took a lot of practicing. As you can imagine, I'm doing French tips almost daily when I do nails, so I've definitely had a lot of practice, so that's why I'm at where I'm at now. So everything's been cured now, and I did another layer of the French tip, and now it's time to do some white details. So on the pinky, it's a full cover pinky nail, so on that one I thought it would be cute to do a little candy cane. So I've got 2 different brushes, and I think I have 2 different brushes, I'm pretty sure. So one of them I'm going to use to create thinner lines. You could do it with one brush, it's all just down to how comfortable you are with your brushes. I use them often, but for some reason sometimes there's just some things it's just too difficult for me. This is just one of them sometimes. Trying to be in control of my brush. So although I can do a French tip, guys, I can't always do a perfect thickness line or perfect straight line, all of that stuff. There's still a lot to still learn and perfect. But every other line is thicker. So you've got a thin one, then a thicker one, then a thin one, and so on down the nail. It's completely up to you how far in between you're going to do it. I feel like I wish I left a bit more pinky on there, to be honest. but it's all done and dusted now, so we're gonna have to accept how it is. That's gonna go in the lamp for a cure. We are using bold white from Madame Glam today, which is why you will only need to use one coat of this, because it's the best thing I've ever come across. I always talk about it. It's amazing. Such a staple color, of course. It's white. You always need a white, and it's just such a beautifully pigmented gel polish that is just a pleasure to work with. And especially if you've got clients, or you do yourself a lot of French tips, whether it's on personnels or clients or yourself, this gel polish will just mean that you have to do the one coat, not have to worry about any like see-through, all that kind of stuff. It's just great. I love it. The consistency is so nice and thin, so you not have to worry about obviously it being too bulky or anything like that. It's just perfection. I don't know how they did it. I love it. I'm obsessed and I can't get enough of it. So we're working on, I think it's the index nail right now, and I'm doing 2 snowflakes. I've disappeared off the screen, probably fixing something or moving something. Yep, I'm fixing something, I think. So I kind of tried to keep as much footage as I could, so there will be some little moments where I might disappear off screen for a couple of seconds, but I'm doing 1 snowflake top left and a tiny one bottom right. In between there, only on the French tip part, I'm doing dots just to cover that space up, and then pop that into the lamp. We're going to do something very, very similar for the ring finger, which we're going to do now, but we're going to switch up the placement of the snowflakes. So the other one had it top left. I think we're going to go bottom right. There we go. And then we're going to have a smaller one top left instead. I'm using the very simple dotted method. I've been doing it a lot this year. I feel like I was a bit more adventurous last year with all sorts of different snowflake looks, but this one I love how simple it is. And it's just so cutesy. I don't know, there's something about it that I love. Sometimes simplicity is the way to go, and I know it's shocking that I'm saying that because some of my designs are just wild, but there are days where I'm like, whoa, I've probably overdone it, and I probably should have just let it be. So whilst I'm trying to perfect that will then go into the lamp, and then we've got the middle nail left to do. Now the next step is completely up to you. I did whip out my stamping plate, but of course if you don't have one, you can just continue doing the snowflake print, to be honest, that we're just doing now if you wanted to, or you can whip out your snowflake stamping plate. Mine here is from Clear Jelly Stamper. It's like the best snowflake plate that I have for Christmas, pretty much. I've been using this is probably like my 10th time using it already, which is just wild. And then top left hand side of that plate, they've got a bunch of like little snowflakes that are kind of together, and I kind of wanted that because otherwise it meant I have to pick up one snowflake at a time. I didn't really have the time for that, so I like that there was a bit of a cluster there. I'm going to now strategically place it only on the French tip part. Not to worry though, guys, you can use a acetone and a lint-free wipe to wipe away anything that you don't want. This is just regular stamping polish, so it dries. You don't have to put it in the lamp, so it's very easy to remove if you've got it in an area where you don't want it. So it is just so handy. And I'm trying to kind of twist the stamper, press down, you can see through the stamper, so I'm trying to position it, and I can basically see where I'm placing it, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm taking my time and I'm going to place it where I want it. I went overboard there a little bit, so there we go, going to clean it now with my little wipe and some acetone on there. Wipe that away. And that'll be that one done. So I just wanted a bit more of a different look. I still wanted to stay in the snowflake realm, but I didn't want to do it by hand because it just looks different, I don't think you'd ever be able to achieve those kind of snowflakes by just doing it by hand. I mean, unless you're a massive pro. So it is just nice to sometimes put something a bit more intricate, I guess. Like the other ones were very simple, and this one looks a bit more detailed, should we say. Now, as a finishing touch, I thought it'd be kind of cute to do a couple of dots all around the smile line, and then that will go into the lamp. We've got one more part of stamping before we're almost done with the set. So this stamping plate is from, if I remember correctly, it's from AliExpress, and I really liked how they had this little bow with a line down the center, and I wanted to stamp it down the center of my thumb. But guys, straight lines with stamping is just such a nightmare. You really have to be a pro. No, I'm joking. It just takes some trying, at least for me. There might be like a method to it. I'm still yet to figure that out. But for me, it just takes a couple of tries, and then when I stamp it one way and I notice it's too much to the right, then I know I need to put it a bit more to the left, and so on. So I'm gonna keep repeating this. I think it took me about 4 tries, guys, before I got this right, maybe even 5. But once I'm happy, I'm gonna obviously have that in the center. Now, I just felt like it looked a bit not so pigmented on that very dark colour underneath, so you can just use it as a stencil, which is such a cute little way. I'm just going to colour it in with the white, that way I can have it glossy and shiny and a bit more pigmented. As you can see there, now that I'm applying the white gel polish, it looks so much more whiter than it looked a moment ago. So this is going to take some time, so I did end up just cutting the footage. You just need a bit more of a steady hand, or just take your time with it, no rushing. Pop it into the lamp once you're happy with how it looks. So it's so much more brighter now on that thumb. It's really, really nice. Now at this stage, I'm going to top coat all the nails. We're basically done, guys. So I'm using a glossy top coat here. This one is from Macart, actually. I got like a set, a base coat and a top coat. So we're going to get this top coat. Well, we'll use this and put it to the test, I guess. And I'm going to apply it on all of those nails, pop that into the lamp, and that'll basically conclude today's video. I'll show you guys the final results any second now. So I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to check out the description for any discount codes. I'll have Quidco down there, which is a cashback website. It's definitely get your money back for your shopping this year and next year and just going forwards. You get £15 for free once you get your first £5 cashback. So yeah, definitely check out the description, you won't miss out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'd love to see you all in my next video. Bye guys!